Well, hello, all you YouTube viewers. I've got a surprise for you today. I don't know what Mr. Chestnut's going to do, but I got a surprise for you today. I'm a retired teacher, and so we're going to start out with a multiple choice test. If you miss this and you live in Fairmont, I'm going to get your water turned off for the day. I'm just kidding. I absolutely. Don't quote me on that. I was just kidding. I know the phones are ringing right now. You hear what the mayor said? Anyway, here's the question. What is the name of the drainage canal in the middle of Fairmont called? I'll give you a multiple choice test. A. Suez. B. Erie. C. Pittman. D. Panama. Or E. Dogwood. You get 3 seconds. No, you were wrong. It was the Pittman Canal. What we're going to be talking about today is the infamous, necessary but infamous Pittman Drainage Canal that runs through the center of Fairmont, North Carolina. And it's been here, according to my sources, forever. I think Moses may have parted the water in it on high tide to get some folks through it. It's been here forever. Reverend Isham Pittman, who's synonymous with the Baptist Church here across the street from Town Hall, had something to do with that. And I was told recently that he had a grain business or building, that he had a wheel that was in the water, and the water racing through it would turn the wheel, which would grind the grain. This is what I was told. I know it's been here a long time, but it has caused innumerable problems in our town over the years. I know it has for the last 46 years since I've been on the town board and been connected with it. Anytime we get heavy rains, the water races through that canal. It's just a big ditch, ladies and gentlemen. If you've never been to Fairmont, if you have, you know. It's just a big ditch. And it travels from the west to the east. So the people downstream from this canal get flooded out. If it's a huge rain, now today, I went down there this morning. I ride by it every morning. Today it's a trickle. But you get, like we had back in August, you get that kind of rain, or worse, like a hurricane, the whole park would be flooded, and backs of yards that are on the banks of that canal would be flooded. And so we've always had a problem, especially for the folks who live in a neighborhood east of the canal. What's the name of it?
Oldfield.
The Oldfield. You see how we do this, folks? This is not like real TV, because I would have already been fired. The Oldfield neighborhoods, they've had major floods with this canal. And so what I want to do today was to give you a little background, a little history of why this ditch is in the middle of our town that you have to ride across on bridges. And then Mr. Chestnut, God love him, is going to give you some up-to-date information about why it got in the condition it's in, and how it's going to be made better, and how people who live on the banks of that canal are going to be taken care of. So, Mr. Chestnut, I've done my little history thing, and nobody passed my test, so they'll all be in remediation tomorrow. But you can take over now and share what you know or what you want to share about the Pittman Mill Canal.
Most definitely, Mr. Mayor. And study hall is not a bad thing for
Yeah,
those who
that's
failed
true.
the test. We've all been there, and you as a school
Oh,
teacher
yeah.
went there. One of the things that we talked about during my initial interview here in this town is about drainage and flooding issues.
Right.
And, I immediately got to work establishing contact, doing research. And, I just wanted to share with everyone what I found out. So the mayor's right. The canal that's running through the town of Fairmont started off as a ditch, as an irrigation ditch for one of Mr. Pittman's businesses. At some point, probably around 40 years ago, the Army Corps of Engineers came into town and did some dredge work. And after that, they created an agreement to turn this canal over to the town of Fairmont. And that was well. That was a good agreement, with the exception that, knowing what we know now, Fairmont did not have the resources, the personnel, or the equipment
Right.
to actually maintain
Absolutely.
that canal going forward. So you fast forward to August of 2022 when I came in this town. I reached out to the Army Corps of Engineers, and it took us months to figure out how the canal got into the state that it's in. So at that point, when the work was initially done by the Army Corps of Engineers, the town of Fairmont actually fell within the Charleston, South Carolina Corps of Engineers district. So there was no communications between the Charleston district of the Army Corps of Engineers and the town of Fairmont. So fast forward, without the town of Fairmont's knowledge, this canal in the town of Fairmont was actually changed to the Wilmington, North Carolina Army Corps of Engineers district. And what that meant was that there was a lapse of any inspections of this canal over decades. So what we're facing right now is a lack of management and oversight and maintenance over this canal over the last 40 years. So what we've done, we've reached out again to the Army Corps of Engineers. Army Corps of Engineers have been working with us with this canal since I've gotten here. We've received $250,000 from the Army Corps of Engineers to restudy this canal to see if it, for one, if it meets the capacity that it was actually dug for. And the quick and simple answer is no. With erosion and sediment and storm debris in that canal, it no longer carries the amount of water it was designed for. So that's something that we've really been working on. We also received $250,000 from the state of North Carolina to remove storm debris out of this canal, and it has helped. It has helped a lot. Just recently, we was awarded another $150,000 for sediment removal from the canal. And also just recently, the Army Corps of Engineers is actually on the ground through contractors working on creating a survey and hydraulic model of this canal to see what recommendations they can make for the longevity of this canal to carry the capacity of the water that Fairmont experiences during hard rainstorms and hurricanes. So we're on the right track. Even our public works this past week has been out there working on the canal, not really dredging out the bottom, but really stabilizing and cleaning up the sides of this canal in hopes of, that it's going to be better. And it looks really good right now on the Church Street side, but there's lots more work to be done. But, one thing that we shared with a gentleman this morning that walked in about another issue is that this mayor and this board of commissioners really care about the flooding and drainage issues in this town, and they have empowered me to get to work on this canal. And partnership between federal agencies, state agencies, and our own public works department has really made a difference in this canal. And Mr. Mayor, I know going forward things will be a whole lot better for our citizens.
The moral of this story and this presentation today is just stand by if you live anywhere near the banks of the Pittman Mill Branch Canal. There will be something done on it soon. You have Mr. Chestnut's word on it, and I back him 1,000% when he says he's going to take care of it. Thank y'all for listening, and we'll be back with another topic next week.
Yes, sir.